Cape Town.
Auditor-General Kimi Makwetu says discussions around his office getting more powers for their recommendations and remedial actions to be adhered to have begun in Parliament. Addressing students at Wits University, Makwetu said a workshop is scheduled for June to unpack proposals to the Parliamentary Committee. He says the essence of this is to get Parliament to look at the kind of powers that will enhance the office's ability to restore the integrity of financial and administrative systems.
If an entity or a department ends up with a disclaimed opinion, what it means, among others, is that the documents that ought to have been made available, including the explanations that would have had to be given to the auditors, were not made available at that point. And hence, when we arrive at a disclaimer of an opinion, we then say it must immediately translate into an immediate investigation so that we can get to the bottom of what is it that causes an entity not to produce audit evidence when it's being audited. So currently we don't have that kind of power. And that power which we are asking for is one that will enable us to take that particular entity's accounting records or their financial statements, including their audit report, and hand it over to an institution that has got the appropriate powers to do something. Let's take an example of this situation. If we took those financial statements and the audit report, let's say, to the public protector, and say, based on your mandate, if you investigate and you assign appropriate remedial action, the chances are that that particular institution will have to adhere to that remedial action. If not, then there will be a contestation of that particular issue in court. So it is still at a preliminary stage, but that's the thinking that we are having.
One of the world's finest luxury cruise liners, the Queen Elizabeth, is docked in Cape Town. The media was afforded a rare opportunity to visit the ship and meet one of only 7 women who captain a vessel of this kind. The 16-deck ship brings British old world charm back to sailing for those lucky enough to experience it.
The Queen Elizabeth made her maiden voyage in 2010. Since then, the Grand Dame has circumnavigated the globe several times. Named after England's monarch, the